I am cute. Hello, this is your friendly neighbor Dr. Jimmy128 and I'm bringing to you a 1 versus 1 once again from Cube Psych. He did submit this replay and he said it's pretty cool. So last game was cool. Let's see if this game is cool as well. His opponent is going to be Scensorus. Wow. Scensorus. Some kind of dinosaur that was very obscene back in the Mesozoic era. Going to be the blue Protoss spawning in close air positions here on Shakura's plateau. Shakura's, of course, being the homeworld of the Dark Templar, if you know your StarCraft lore all too well. This is where Zeratul and what's his name? Is that Phoenix or something? Escaped from the wrath of the Brood. Is it the Brood? No, the Brood is from Breath of Fire 3. And interestingly, Psych is not opting to wall off. He's building his supply depot here, which could be very, very vulnerable. Of course, to Void Rays, they can charge up on that, which is very, very dangerous. Interesting choice. Let's see if that'll come into play later. And looks like Psych is going to be scouting the close positions. Why is this? Because on this map you can only spawn close air or cross, never in close. So I wonder why he is doing that. Looking at the Protoss side, everything looks very normal. Just getting up his gateway. Pro being chased down. I smell something very, very yummy. I'm hungry. Just woke up. I slept for like 10-11 hours because I love sleep and I have work in a few hours. It's like Lexmile grabbing his first Baron. Gas now coming up for our Protoss player. Rather late. You would like to get this gas right after you put down your gateway once you get 75 minerals so that you'll have enough gas for the Cyber Core. But it looks like Scensorus is opting to get it later on. I wonder case would be. And let's just look at both of the income tabs. It's like the Protoss is ahead, all because of that very, very nice chrono boost. Looks like we have the Marine trying to chase down the probe, not being microed right there. Will we see a gas steal? No, the probe will just park itself right there, trying to dupe the Marine, and it still survives. Will it win? Will it live? And woo, it looks the Marine, but the Marine trying to run as fast as it can. The probe does have faster movement speed, and the probe stops and dies. Reactor now coming out for Psych. Looks like he's going for 2 racks. And wow, our Protoss is going straight for a robotics bay. Hasn't exactly, just now saturating his second gas. He's getting a 4th gate and has not produced any single unit. Looking on the production tab and the units, sorry, let me find the units tab. It's only 22 probes and nothing else against 18 SCVs and a single mule. I'm not sure if Lex is aware of this. However, there are 3 Marines out. He is now getting concussive shells, and will he do an early Marauder push? That leaves that is for us to see. Nothing exciting going on. One Stalker's now out for Scensorus. He'll be going over to the Watchtower for vision. And in these positions, this center Watchtower is the most vital, and nice map sense there from Lex. Spotting the Stalker and saving his SCV. Because he doesn't stand a chance. And it looks like he's gonna move out with no. It looks like he's gonna grab an expansion. And there it is. Do we have concussive shells? Yes, concussive shells is already done, and this one Stalker is going to die. And looks like this Warp Gate research is now going to finish, and the Stalker will come out as these 2 gateways are completed. One Immortal will be coming as well. And Lex opting to build the command center directly onto the mineral line. Bunker going up. And no additional production facilities yet for Lex. Looks like he wants to play a little bit of a macro game here. And we have stim packs just now being researched rather fast. Stim pack. And a second immortal now to come out. Will our Protoss player go for an expansion? He can most definitely afford to go to get an expansion if he cuts one immortal stalker just now grabbing the watchtower. And we are seeing a factory now from Lex. Just now grabbing his second gas. And hey, the Archon is actually almost here. It's now like, what date is it? It's like the 10th. It is Monday. Monday! Which is actually tomorrow. But it should actually, it might be on today because by the time I upload this, it's gonna be Tuesday this time. It's gonna be Monday there. So. And 2 bunkers here for Psych, so he doesn't want to die. Who does? Setting out a Marine, most probably to check on this watchtower, but the Stalker will hurt him. There goes a Marine. He is going to die trying to kill the Stalker with his pew pew pew. But it is not enough. Expansion now coming up for our Protoss player. And are we? Yes, we are seeing a robotics facility. So look for him to transition into Colossi. Duh. That's the only thing you can get. Looking at the income tab, Lex is not too far behind. He's behind by 2 workers. Starport now coming up. And we're seeing Stimpack just about to finish. I think we have an observer now, but this will be spotted by this missile turret, and the Marines are gonna get it. No, the observer survives, taking a little bit of hull damage. And what is that beautiful smell? I think I'll eat after this. And looks like we have medevac now on the way. Yes, I smell food. And pros now being transferred. We haven't seen much action. Both of these players have been in very heavy macro mode. And now extended thermal lance is being researched, not being chrono boosted. It's like a Hydra feasting on some nice cubes. Yum yummy. And looks like we have the first Colossus now coming out. And we have a Warp Prism. Very interesting. Will we see some pressure with this Warp Prism? Like this observer is just checking if any pressure is possible. Are we moving out? No, looks like we have some stalkers positioned, anticipating a drop. We have an SCV now going somewhere. That's probably to scout. We have a medevac now out for Lex. Strangely, he's only making 1 medevac at a time, not opting to go 2. There you go, there's the second medevac. And extended thermal lance almost done. First Colossus is now out. He is not chrono boosting it though. I'd like to see him spend this energy on the chrono boosties. Looks like we have a very heavy well, we have 2 immortals and a single Colossus for Scensorus, and he's very much ahead in the supply. Well, not that ahead, he's like ahead by 3. Income tab shows Protoss is still up by 6. Is that 6? 5 probes? And looks like we have a dropship here, but it is spotted by this observer, and we have a lot of stalkers already in position to intercept the drops. And will Lex lose this drop? Oh my goodness, it's like 1 medevac will fall, and the second medevac is also going to fall, but it drops most of its cargo, but it is not enough. Excellent observer placement there from Scensorus. And this factory just doing nothing, so that was a huge loss for Lex. He lost 1,325 in resources. That's gotta hurt. Second starport now coming up. And we have more barracks on the way. I'd like to see an expansion now from Lex. He does have the money to do so, and Scensorus needs to put out a couple of more gateways, maybe 2 or 3, because he can definitely support the production onto base. But looks like he's moving out with a rather scary force. Looking at the units count, the unit counting station, we have 11 Marauders, 16 Marines, and 19 medevacs, and 19 Marines and 3 medevacs for Lex. And we have a huge Colossus death ball here. Army supply just ahead by 2 food, but we have 2 Colossi and 2 Immortals. Very, very painful looking army from Scensorus. Scensorus Rex. And it's like Lex now grabbing an expansion. Just now scanning here. I wonder why he chose to scan there. If we have this one factory gonna spot, the Colossus is gonna bump its head onto the factory. And it will fall and tumble and be unable to pick itself up. I wonder what happens if a Colossus would actually trip and fall. Can it get back up on its feet by itself? Or will it need help from Immortal? Or whatever. Maybe the Phoenix can levitate the Colossus and put it back on its feet if it fell. But anyways, looks like Lex has now shot up in the army count. He's now 10 food above his opponent. He's grabbing some Vikings. Very nice response to the Colossi. But Lex will have to be very careful. Well, it looks like the Colossus production for Scensorus is constant. So looking at the unit counting station, he already has 4 Colossi. That is very, very devastating. 5 Colossi would be absolutely too much. And there aren't enough Vikings to one-shot the Colossus. You have a lot of probes being transferred. I'd like to see. There you go. There is a 3rd base. A probe spots the SCV. Does the SCV know about it? Yes. So Lex
our SCVs are under
knows
attack.
that the 3rd expansion for our turn is coming up, and looks like our Protoss player is getting in position to attack this planetary fortress. And still no additional gateways for Scensorus. He is floating a lot of minerals. There you go, the additional gateways. 3, I like that. 4 would be much more lovely. And oh my god, this group of infantry fall into its doom. And looks like we have some Vikings. Now the Vikings are ahead of the pack and they can attack the Colossus, but nice force fields there. Being able to block the Terran army, but the Terran army is stemmed and the Vikings are going to take down 1 Colossi. And looks like we're going to have a huge engagement right there. A lot of Marauders and Marines for Lex. And the Colossus doing so much damage to the infantry. Not enough Vikings to one-shot the Colossus. But still, it looks like Lex has come out of this a little overstim there from Lex. But looks like he is pushing forward. More Zealots being warped in here by Scensorus. But both of them decide to back out, and Lex is actually going for the expansion, which has not been saturated, but this will definitely be a waste of 400 minerals. These gateways are just now up. I'm not sure if Scensorus is aware that these gateways are now completed. You should definitely check on those. And Lex macroing like a boss. He has another army right here looking to reinforce, and looks like our Protoss player is in a very, very tight spot. He's completely mined out of the main. And he cannot get any income from his 3rd base. Lex going to push back. He knows he's in the lead. Looking to, I'd like to see more upgrades. What upgrades does Lex have? He has only 1. I'd like to see 2. Where's the engineering bit? Okay, he needs an armory. So this is exactly why he's getting an armory. And the Protoss needs to re-expand. He has a probe right here. He needs to get